Hi, Assalamualaikum. Hello, everyone, and a warm welcome. Thanks for joining us today. We are from section 2, BLK class. We will present and answer the question that given below. And thanks to our lecturer, which is Muhammad Falihan bin Bahari and Encik Azhar bin Ahmad. So this is my team. First, we have Abdul Basir bin Hassan. Second, Muhammad Iqmal Afiq bin Yusdi. Third, which is me, Muhammad Wafi Nabil bin Muhammad Lufi. First of all, as you can see, the question is register electrical wireman install an electrical wiring for incoming single phase for a restaurant. Electrical hardware such as panel floor lighting and ceiling fan is connected to earthing but metal clad for final circuit only not connected to earth. He also connect the earthing use water pipe which connected to public water supply only. Does the wireman work follow an electrical regulation? Please elaborate related electrical regulation. So, me and my team will answer the question. First of all, we must know about uh, health and safety issues in electrical wiring installation. This is the key health and safety concern, which is first point, we have a proper earthing is critical, which is earthing provides a safe path for electrical fault, preventing electrical shocks and reducing fire risk. And the second point is risk of electrocution. For example, if the final circuit's metal clad is not connected to earth, any fault can cause exposed metal parts to become limp, leading to possible electric shock to user maintenance workers. And the third point is inadequate grounding using water pipes, which is the meaning of that is water pipes connected to the public supply are unreliable grounding sources. For example, pipes can uh, corrode or be replaced with non-conductive materials, which is PVC. Water pipes carry water, which is a conductor, but may not provide consistent grounding, especially in wet environments like restaurant, increasing shocks and fire hazard. And the fourth point is fire hazards from fault currents. For example, without proper grounding, fault current cannot safely flow to earth, increasing change of overheating, wiring, and causing electrical fires. Okay, for the example, and for the detailed example is an ungrounded ceiling fan metal clad could energize during a fault, causing electric shocks risk to restaurant staff. And for the example two, using the water pipes as earth may fail if the pipe is damaged or insulated, failing to trip circuits breaker during a fault, thus increasing the risk of fire and injury. So, so let's talk about the earthing installation. So, as you can see, we have 4 points, and 4 point to us that we can develop when we have a job like this. First of all, we can see the first point is key principle of earthing. First, safety first, low resistance and equipotential bonding. So, for the safety first is all exposed metal parts of electrical installation must be earthed to prevent electric shock. For low resistance, the earth resistance must be low enough for protective devices like circuit breaker to quickly disconnect power during a fault. And for the potential bonding, all exposed conductive parts should be connected together to ensure that are at the same electrical potential. For the second, how earthing works. Connection and standard. For the connection, the earthing conductor connect exposed metal parts to a main earthing terminal, which then connect to the earth electrode, the actual connection to the ground. And for the standard, earthing installation must comply with relevant regulations. Example given is IET, wiring regulation, and IEC. Next, we have a types of earthing system. We have a TNS system and TT system. That means, which use when the earthing conductor is connected to the source's earth point, suitable for loads above 1 megavolt ampere. For the TT system is used when the earthing conductor connect to a separate earth electrode, suitable for loads up to 1 megavolt ampere. And the last, lighting protection, LPS earthing. So we have a two point below that, which is separate system and larger conductor. First, we have the earthing system for lighting protection should generally be separate from the main installation earthing system. And the larger conductor, the LPS earthing conductor needs to be larger than the consumer earthing conductor to handle lighting discharge.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Iqbal Hafiz bin Yusri. My metric number is B0822100098. Today I'm going to present about earthing conductor. So in this slide, what is earthing conductor? An earthing conductor is a metallic wire or strip used in electrical system to connect exposed metal parts of electrical equipment such as enclosures, panels, or machinery to the earth, which is ground. Second, it provides a safe path for current to flow into the ground, which is this must be due to prevent electric shock, equipment damage, and fire hazards. So, how it works, which is in normal operation, the earthing conductor carries no current, and second, it just sits as a safety backup connection to earth. Then, during a fault, example insulation failure or short circuit, the exposed metal parts becomes live. Then, earthing conductor provides a path of least resistance for the fault current to flow to the earth. In terms of Protecting Device Act, the high fault current triggers the MCBs, fuses, or RCDs, which is the all three part will disconnect the power immediately. Lastly, this stop the fault and ensure safety. So the next slide is general types of earthing conductor, which is we have copper earthing conductor. Second one is aluminum earthing conductor. The third one is galvanized iron with GI earthing conductor, and the last one steel earthing conductor.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdul Nasir bin Hassan. Okay, next we move to legal issues in electrical wiring installation. As required by various authorities such as Jabatan Bekalan Elektrik and Gas Malaysia, which is known as Suruhanjaya Tenaga, MSEC and TMB, it is essential to ascertain the earthing arrangement at the source of supply of an installation and the type path intended for a fault current to flow in order to select the appropriate protective measures to be used for the protection against the electric shock. Okay, next. Based on our question, this is the related electrical protection. In Regulation 34, a day of metallic part into the point. Firstly, any metallic shell, cover, handle, joint board, switchboard, fuse board, switchgear frame, the frame backplate of any generator, converter, rectifier, and motor, the metallic case and core of any transformer, and the metallic frame and cover of any refrigerator, cooking stove, and other electrical equipment, including any domestic appliances, except those of Class 2 construction, shall be effectively added. This relates to requirement that the metal clad of the final circuit must be properly added, which the wireman did not comply with. Secondly, any water pipe connected to a public water supply system shall not be used as a sole means of earthing. Okay, this directly address the issue where the wireman use a water pipe connected to the public supply as earthing, which is not allowed. For better practice, using water pipe connected to public supply as an earthing system is often illegal because it fails to guarantee safe and reliable grounding. Non-compliance can lead to legal penalties, including fines or shutdown orders. Liability and accountability. The wireman or contractor can be held legally responsible for any accidents or damage caused by fault current electrical installations, and business owners may also face legal consequences if premises are not compliant.
For the next slide is influence of culture and electrical engineering design. So we have 2 points that we can develop, which is cultural factors affecting electrical. We have a safety culture awareness, attitudes toward compliance, perception of risk. And the next point is detailed solution to improve culture in engineering design. Which is we have 4 points that we can learn, which is education and training program, public awareness campaign, strengthening regulatory enforcement, encourage reporting and feedback.
The conclusion for this presentation is a well-designed power distribution system is critical not just for efficient electricity supply but also for maintaining health and safety. Proper earthing installation is an important component of such systems because it allows fault currents to dissipate into the ground, protecting both humans and equipment from electric shock and fires. The use of properly sized and fitted earthing control conductors, which is made of materials such as copper or galvanized iron, enables dependable grounding, which preserve system stability and prevent dangerous voltage on exposed metal parts.
Thank you for your attention. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.